Sports. Counting out 18 hits, the Braves offense in yesterday's victory. Been around since 2012. 291st. And Corbin was the winning pitcher in Game 7 that year against lefty. Gone!
Enjoy the moment, Ronald.
He's done it. Well, we say he's by slapping this to left center. And he has done the left field wall. So Atlanta starting things off with a bang here in game. This, but it will get out of play. This ball will go along. And now that one nearly doubled down the right field away. Recorded an out. He is able to get Matthew Olson here on a slider downstairs.
Almost like a relief that he got that 40th. I remember we were actually
6. Ozuna bounces this to Abrams. So 2 away.
No one's done it multiple times. Every single person only one time. I think this last couple weeks Ronald had. And again, that was Betts coming off that month of August where he was just.
You saw that sky here in D.C. It looks nice, but don't be fooled. To right field in front of the track. Lane Thomas has it. It's 4 more decisions than he's ever had. Facing C.J. Abrams, who was 0 for 5 last night. Charlie gets behind him here 3-0. Three and 2. Charlie battles back. A leadoff walk to Abrams. Ford. Lane Thomas now settles in, and Charlie throws the curve in for a strike. There goes. And a stolen base for C.J. Abrams. Have come in the second half. And in that span, that's actually the most in baseball. More in the second half than Ronald. And now Lane Thomas fouls that away. 2 and 2. In the second half. And Charlie Morton able to strike out Lane Thomas for the first. Meneses played at first base last night, and Ruiz. Well, he got behind Abrams 3-0, and it's a walk, so 2 of those through the first base tonight. He was out of the lineup yesterday. And Charlie does locate a curveball. Line drive foul down the first base side. Charlie's 1-2, and he misses outside. Acuna, though, all has it. A scary out, but
lucky that
catcher Ruiz.
The way that Acuna and Riley did, I'm not sure it's going to matter. Hit it hard and low enough to drive it through.
And he's going to get out of it. Right back to him. And the Nats straight. Big news, disappointing news, as Harris tries to bunt. But hopefully you get it.
Just kind of, you know, it's one of those things that's tough because you're trying to figure out, like Kelly said, he's still going to be able to throw some.
Well, and even if you get him back, and again, it looks like they will. Like 2 pitch for a leadoff single. Second. Field, but the deepest part of the ballpark, Young will. Certainly that makes you wonder right now.
Yeah,
what.
That's not good.
What. Michael Harris caught laning, and they've got him in a hot box.
I hope. You know, if you decide that you just set a rotation
Right fielded foul off the bat of Kevin Pillar.
Like game 3, or give him time to, or at least gives you the option to do either one. Because obviously, you know,
in a hurry as a 3-2 pitch comes into Pillar. Nice play on an in-between hop by second baseman Luis Garcia takes a pitch on the outside corner. Was removed from tonight's game with right index finger discomfort.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Here from Tonkin. The seats down the left field line.
Alan Winans, Dodd.
Sheer out of the bullpen.
Well, we talked about it walking in, the two of us, where tonight, honestly.
Chris over toward the gap. And he's got it from
shots tomorrow.
We would have still made it through 18.
We would have played.
Yeah. You setting a course record. Jake Alou, the left fielder, but then he was demoted back to AAA. He's yet to face Atlanta. This is the first at bat of his career. 1-2 from Michael Tonkin. Shallow left center, softly hit, and it drops. 2.
And again, I think if I'm Brian Snitker right now.
Night in the 10-3 Braves win. Up and take in front of the track. McCormick, the Guardians won.
In game 2.
Ronald has a chance to become just the 3rd to ever do that. Now 1-2 strikes now to Ozzie Albies.
I will say this, though. I have bragged before. Start, relieve.
Ronald will come home. 4-0 lead. Prior to the 2019 season to get Corbin, they gave him a 6-year, $140 million deal.
Well, for years, by far the best slider in the game that he did. That's the biggest thing you see with a lot of guys like this. When you
fast 4, and then the contract will be over.
Regardless of if you're getting hit or not.
And in today's game, that's a rarity. Pitch. Off his glove. But a good play. Abrams walked and stole a base in the first inning. And if you're just tuning in wondering where Charlie. But if Riley got to that, he was not going to be able to do anything. Single for Abrams. He's got a bright future, CJ
Oh, he's
Abrams.
a great athlete.
So when CJ was really young, he put a baseball bat in his hands, had him hitting overall pick in 2019.
Well, they did a good job this year of really letting him go through some of those growing.
Thomas sends it to the wall and left. 3rd. So now Tonkin will have to bear down here. Joey Meneses is the batter. 9 games of the season. Well, this will score the first run of the game for Washington, but the Braves. Dominic Smith turns on it, sends it foul. You just love throwing me under the bus. 0-2 is rolled to the right side. Ozzie with a backhand. 2 back in the first inning. Well located strike. Sinker outside. The bullpen held serve last night. And now certainly the Braves. Well, still 3-2. A battle here. Tonkin and 3-2 is hit. Hang up for Harris. He's got it.